It's been 1 year since a Norridgewock man was last seen in Bangor. Graham Lacher was 38 when he was first reported missing on this day last year. He was last seen leaving the grounds of the Dorothea Dix Psychiatric Center in Bangor. Lacher's been diagnosed with autism and schizophrenia. Over the year, his family and many inmates have searched for him, offering an increasing reward for a safe return. Originally started at $3,500, it's now $5,000. Graham's mother says they continue to believe he is still alive and that he's been seen, just not recognized. Anyone with information about his whereabouts is asked to contact the family via Facebook or call Bangor Police.